Hello.
Hello, hi, good evening.
Hi, how are you?
Yeah, I'm fantastic. And how about you?
I'm very well, thank you. And what's your name?
My name is Mal, and I am from India.
Ah, okay, and we're in India.
Yeah,
Whereabouts?
I'm from south of India.
Ah, south of India.
Yeah,
Well, I'm in England, and do you know Manchester, England?
I know.
Yes, and
Yes,
tell me, why are you
Manchester. I know a little bit about Manchester. Was the very famous place for sports.
for
You know?
football?
Yes, sports.
Yes, Manchester United and Manchester City.
Okay, yeah, I've heard the name about Manchester and Manchester City. So, have you
Yes.
ever been?
No, I haven't. I would love to visit India. It's
Okay,
one of the countries I would love to see. And have you been to England?
and no, I am also hoping so.
Yes, well, hopefully soon we'll all be able to travel again.
Yeah, sure.
Um, but we, at the moment, I'll have to wait.
Okay, thank you, thank you. So you are most welcome to India. Uh,
I would love to see India. And I hear, is the north quite different to the south of India?
I'm sorry.
Is the north quite different to the south of India? Is it warmer, or are there more people in one? How is the south different to the north?
Okay. So south is bit different from the north. In the north, we can change. We can see the appearance of the people is quite different in the north side.
Oh,
They are tall and they are fair in color.
oh, I didn't know that.
Yes, in the northern part of India, people usually they're very tall and they're fair in color. But as compared to south, in south people are not as tall as the North Indians.
How
And
interesting.
yeah, and also the color is a bit dark in South India.
Oh, I didn't realize.
Yeah, in North India, most common language they speak is Hindi. It's our national language. So
Yeah.
common language. Though they have their own regional languages in their respective states, but they commonly speak Hindi in all over the North India.
Oh, right.
But yes, but in southern part of when we come to southern part of India, each language also has its own regional language. So the regional languages are given uh, right what proportion.
That must make it quite difficult then if everyone has their own regional language or dialect. How is that if you go to another area? Can you easily understand each other? Or is it very different?
Yeah. In our in every there are 29 states in India. In every state, there are so many dialects are in practice. But whenever we go to different areas, we feel bit difficult to make out their language.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is quite common. Sometimes we don't get the specific words that they are using in their conversation.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. There must be certain things that are really quite different because
Yes.
here we have the same language,
Yeah.
so it's only the accent
Hmm.
really that's different, and that is quite difficult. So to
Yes.
actually have a variation of the language for different areas, that's very interesting. And you said that you're in the south of India,
Yes.
and were you
Yes.
born in the south? Are you from
Yes.
there?
Yes. Yeah. from the very beginning of my forefathers, we have been living in south of India, and I was born here only.
Wow, that's wonderful.
Uh,
That's really
yes,
good. You have a few generations history there. That's great.
yeah, sure. And in every state, wherever you go in India, we can find a variety of cultural background people we can find in every state, and their culture, their tradition is quite different from each other in India. So that's why sometimes either Hindi or English, plays very important role to connect from south to north and east to west in India.
Ah, okay.
Yes, sometime sometime we don't get Hindi because in southern part of India there are some states, Tamil Nadu and Kerala, so they are very intimated. They are very connected with their mother tongue, means their regional language.
Ah,
They are not ready to impose Hindi on their mother in their state. They
sure.
want their mother they want their uh, regional language or their mother tongue is to be given the first preference. That's why
Okay.
they always yeah, they sometimes they always keep on fighting against imposing Hindi. It's a national language. Actually, it is a national language, but they are not ready to accept it, and they are not ready to uh, uh, make its implementation in their state. But
I
English, no such conflicts. English is commonly spoken in wherever you go in India. It is commonly means it is the platform to communicate with each other. Yeah, in English, because I know and there are so many dialects and languages in different states, but English plays an important role to build the conversation with them.
That's very interesting. So, because there's so many different dialects and forms of the language around India, it's actually easier to speak to people in English.
Yes, yeah, definitely.
I didn't
And
realize that.
yeah, proceed.
Yeah, that's very interesting. So that would explain why your English is so good, because I was going to say you have very good English. So do you
Thank
use
you.
it a lot?
But yeah, thank you. But I'm here at this platform to just refine my language. I just want to speak just like a native people like you. I've been on this Cambly for the past few months, but today I'm again for the 2 to 3 months. Uh, it was I stopped this, and again I started today. So I just want to refine my language English. Just want to be just like native speakers. See, can you suggest me the ways to improve myself on my own?
Yes, I think if you're doing it by yourself, it's more just going to be about filling little gaps. So it will only
Yeah.
be little things. And it's worth working out what those things are. So, what it is that you're doing differently to a native speaker.
Yes.
Because and sometimes the best way to do that is to keep listening to a native speaker, whether that's, I mean, anything from TV to a podcast to
Yeah.
speaking with native speakers. But then it will also be about actually mimicking or
Okay.
copying them. And then one of the things on Cambly that will be quite good to get you to the native speaker level. It might be a bit annoying, but it probably would also work, is that each time, say, that you say a sentence or two, is for us to review that and maybe the things that are different there that you're saying
Yes.
to what I would say as a native speaker.
Yeah.
And we can work out just when we're having a general conversation. So, say I ask you just to tell me what you've been doing today. And then if we talk about that, but in chunks or sections of a couple of sentences at a time, and then we can just look at those and see what the difference might be, and we can work on that and build it up. Because then as well, if you hear me saying it and then you're copying, it just becomes more natural, and the jump from where you are to sounding like a native speaker really is just that keep practicing saying it the way they would say it.
Yeah, and I think you mentioned the copying and mimicking and it's, uh, uh, it's the comparing the things what how you are presenting them and how I am presenting.
Yeah.
So this keeps my language um, means refined day by day,
Yeah, but it's
isn't it?
only small refinements
Yeah.
that you need to do. One thing that might help is on YouTube, there are videos for advanced speakers like yourself, where it's more about sounding like a native speaker, where you can watch and listen and do it back and practice that way. YouTube is great for those sorts of things.
Yes, definitely. I've learned great deal of things by YouTube, and also I'm regular at YouTube. I'm regular at podcasts and English news channels,
Yeah.
and I hope this platform helps me a lot in case of my journey of language. So definitely in the future, I'll be a good and refined speaker, just like native
Yes.
speakers. That's why, yeah, I'm hungry about this, and I will continue my journey, following the way you are speaking, you are delivering the things. I just imitate and I just copying the things and also practice my own.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. And then, like I say, if we talk again and we
Mhm.
do that, and we'll find the bits that you might be missing that a native speaker has,
Yes,
and then you can go away and use those things to look at on YouTube or on videos, and then you will know the areas to actually work on to
okay.
get to that, because you're
Yes,
really not far. Your English is fantastic.
yes, thank you. Are you on YouTube?
Am I on
Are you
YouTube?
on?
No, I'm actually not on YouTube. I've only recently started teaching online.
Okay,
I've been a teacher
sure.
before, but online only a few weeks, but I might think about it.
Yeah, I think this. I hope this conversation really good piece of information for me in my journey of learning the language. So you have mentioned a many great things here that are really what appreciable. So I must follow them. One thing I have to do from right onwards, now onwards, one thing I have to copy the native speakers and I have to try to deliver on my own and I have to imitate.
Yeah.
Okay, these things I used to do, but to some extent I used to do these all things. But right now onwards, with full pledge, I have to implement all these things in my journey of learning a language.
Yeah. Yeah, it's difficult,
Okay.
but I think it will just really help.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah. Thank you. Hope.
and of course, I'll send you my schedule afterwards. And if
Okay.
Yeah, and if you'd like to
Please,
talk again,
please send me.
and if you want to
Yes.
message me before we talk and tell me things you would like to
Okay.
talk about, that's fine.
Definitely. I'll message you beforehand our conversation, and please I'll leave your schedule here. I will look over the schedule and book, make a reservation for you.
Yeah, that would be great.
Thank you so much for exchanging so many ideas. I hope I'm getting much more information in the coming days.
Yeah, you
Thank you
will.
so much.
I'll also send you BBC Learning English, particularly for sounding like a native English speaker. If
Okay,
you
thank
look
you,
up
thank you.
this
Please talk.
this site, that has a lot of videos of native speakers, and you can have a conversation with the video. So it's good for that.
Yeah, sure, Sure. Thank you so much.
See
Thank you.
you
See you
soon.
again. Bye.
Bye.